It's common that patients tell me they're not sure what exercises they should be doing. So I wanted to put together a quick workout video to show you a few exercises you can do from the comfort of your home in a seated position. Let's do it. We're going to start with exercises using a bar. This is a weighted bar, but you can just use a broomstick or anything like that that you have at your house. If you want to buy a bar, that's fine. If you want to have a broomstick, but you want to get it weighted, I suggest buying some ankle weights, and you can wrap those ankle weights around the bar and therefore make it weighted for the exercises. And you can also put those around your ankles during the lower extremity exercises. But the first thing we're going to start with is just in and out. In and out. I want you to do 10 or 15 in and out. Do 2 or 3 sets. But the important thing is not necessarily how much you do. You want to find an area that you're challenging yourself but not pushing it too hard. So again, in and out. The next one is up and down. So just up and down, working that up and down. A couple of sets of 10 to 15. Another one is circles forward, 10 or 15 repetitions, a couple of sets, circles backwards. Very good. After doing circles, the next one, I call it rowing the boat. So almost like you're canoeing, 10 or 15 repetitions, 2 sets, go the other direction. Having a weighted stick is helpful, it makes it more challenging, but you don't have to. Any exercise is better than no exercise, but it is important to try and challenge yourself if you can. The next one that I want you to work on is elbows, bending up and down with the palms facing down, up and down. 2 sets of 10 to 15. Now, palms facing up. Bend those elbows up and down, up and down. Very good. After doing those, and you can mix and match this however you want, take the exercises that you like and use them. Next we're going to, this is a kayak row. So rotating back and forth, 10 or 15 there. Very good, couple of sets. Now we're gonna move right into, I call this the sword. So it's like you're chopping. You can do it like you're using an axe or a sword over one arm or over one shoulder, 10 or 15. If it's too difficult to do with a long stick, choke up a little bit so that it's not quite so long. Right there. If you've got a real long stick, that one may not work. Switch hands, switch hands top and bottom, and then do the other shoulder. Very good. If you're finding these exercises helpful, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, let's keep going. Now getting into some seated exercises for the legs. Right here I've got some ankle weights. These are just to provide a little bit of resistance. You can get them on Amazon or get them at Walmart. Like I said, you can use the ankle weights to wrap around the bar to provide some challenge there. All right, the first one we're gonna do, same thing, 10 or 15 reps of each with 2 sets. Just marching, like you're marching in place. The next one we're gonna go into is kicking. 10 or 15 repetitions. If you want to, you can alternate left and right, or you can focus on one leg and then switch. A couple of sets. Very good. The next one we're gonna do is heels up, toes up. So up and down there. This one is relatively easy. I want you to increase your sets and reps on this. Try to do maybe 20 or 30 and increase your sets to maybe 3 or 4. That way you can kind of push that exercise a little bit. None of these exercises are incredibly taxing, so they're not gonna move the dial too terribly much. It's important that you push yourself a little bit with exercise, but these are great exercises to at least just get started, get moving. The next one is a shin tap. Working the hip external rotators. This one seems like it would be pretty easy, but after 10 or 15 reps, you'll feel it. You get a little tired through that hip. Again, 2 sets on that one. The next one that I want you to do is in and out with the march. So kind of side to side with that. You're getting that hip flexor, but you're also getting a little bit of hip adduction and abduction. So in and out with the hip. And other side. Very good. Another exercise you can move into is maintaining an extended position here. So maintain that leg as straight as you can and then move it side to side. Do 10 or 15. Sometimes on this one I like to just kind of count the time as opposed to the movement because it's kind of hard to count where you're at there. So I'll just count to maybe 15 seconds and then switch. Try and maintain that leg nice and straight. You'll feel that in the quad, in that thigh muscle, but you may also feel a little bit in the inner thigh or the outer thigh or the glute really as you go in and out on that. But like I said, maintain that one, maintain that up. If you need to take a little rest in there, do what you need to do. And then something else that I would love for you to be working on is sit to stands. So this is not a seated exercise, so you don't need your ankle weights on this one. What you are going to do though, you're going to scoot to the edge of your chair without pushing off. If you can, I want you to try to stand up and down. This is one of the very best exercises you can do to build up your strength. Like I said, these exercises, they're not going to move the dial a lot. They're not going to build a ton of strength or a ton of endurance, but they're better than doing nothing. You have to do something, and these exercises at least get you moving. So do these exercises, and as they get easier, let's progress. Let's do more exercises. Let's do harder exercises. But this is a great starting place, and if these exercises have been helpful, please check out one of my other videos.